Well, guys, today we will talk about relative motion. Relative motion in one-dimensional and relative motion in two-dimensional also. As you might have seen, the questions from the relative motions, they do appear in the exams. One or two questions you will always find. And this is one area where the students are likely to make mistakes because of the lack of concepts. So I thought it would be better that I make a video of relative motions. I will make this video from the scratch, and with this video, I hope you should be able to solve any question which comes in JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. So we will understand this topic with small problems. Suppose you have one person as A and another person as B. Height of A is suppose 165 centimeter and height of B is suppose 157 centimeter. If I ask you what is the height of A with respect to B, logically you can say that A is 8 centimeter more than what is height of B. But this concept let us understand through relative heights. We can write this height of A as 165 centimeter and height of B as 157 centimeter. Now, these heights which have been given, they are with respect to what? Basically, in physics, one point is very important, that is reference point. There is always a reference point. 165 centimeter, if you are writing, then it is with reference to what? And you know, this is with reference to ground. So we can write HA/G. This is giving us as height of A with respect to ground is this, and height of B with respect to ground is 150. Correct? So suppose you have to find out height of A with respect to B. So with the data, we can write height of A with respect to ground plus height of, now here ground is in the denominator, so here it will come in numerator, and like this. Height of A with respect to B is basically height of A with respect to ground plus height of ground with respect to B. And but this thing we have to modify a little bit because we are given not this, whereas we are given as this. So what we can write here is, this is nothing but height of B with respect to ground. That means height of B with respect to ground is nothing but height of ground with respect to B. And this is of course with minus sign. So here, if you put the values 165 centimeter minus 157 centimeter, and what you will get, it is 8 centimeter. So this is giving you a little bit of idea what are the things in relation to what. So these two heights are there. They are basically with respect to ground, and we have converted these heights as per our requirement, which is we have to find out height of A with respect to B. With this simple logic, we will go ahead and we will see what are these concepts we can apply in respect of motion, that is one-dimensional motion as well as two-dimensional motions. So this is what we derived. Height of A with respect to B is nothing but height of A with respect to ground minus height of B with respect to ground. So likewise, this concept we can extend to motion also. Suppose you have two cars, car A and car B. A and B, there are two cars. A is having velocity VA. It is having, B is having velocity VB. And suppose these velocities, basically, they are given with respect to ground. So we want to find out velocity of A with respect to B will be nothing but with the same concept, it will be VA minus VB. What is VA and what is VB? They are basically velocities with respect to ground. That is the third point. Reference point you can say. Likewise, we can write acceleration of A with respect to B is nothing but acceleration of A with respect to ground and acceleration of B with respect to ground. This is fine. These are basically in vector form. If you take, then you can never commit any mistake, because in one dimensional it is okay, but in two dimensional, where directions can be anything in the form of I, J, K, then these vector notations will very helpful in solving the problems. Another more important thing is basically, suppose if we have found out velocity of A with respect to B, this, if with this same concept, we can always see velocity of A with respect to B will be nothing but is minus velocity of B with respect to A. Correct? So likewise, we can write acceleration of A with respect to B will be nothing but acceleration of B with respect to A with, of course, minus sign. They will be opposite in directions to each other and they will have same magnitude. Now, let us see one numerical problem. Suppose we have one car A which is moving east with velocity 1 meter per second. Then another car is suppose B. It is moving west and its velocity is 2 meter per second. Now, vectorially, if we see, then we have to denote the direction also. Suppose each direction we consider it as positive, then of course this will be your positive, but this will be your negative speed. Now, velocity of A with respect to B, as we have derived VA minus VB, and this we can write in simple form as 1 minus 2 meter per second. That is your 3 meter per second. That means, you see, actual velocity of A is basically 1 meter per second. But if we see this velocity in relation to B, then it is 3 meter per second. Vectorially also, we can write this thing as I, and this is minus 2I. Suppose this direction we take in the x direction, the unit vector in the x direction is I. Correct? These are unit vectors. And here we can vectorially add, and this will give you your this thing 3I. Okay. So this velocity is basically due east. Suppose this is your VA vector and its magnitude is 1 only, and another vector is minus 2I. So this is I, this is minus 2I. Now here basically it is minus VB. VB is your basically minus 2I. Then here minus VB will be nothing but this will be your 2I, and this is your minus VB. So this vector and this vector, if we add, then naturally your velocity of A with respect to B will be 3I, and that direction will be your due east. Similarly, if we want to find out the velocity of B with respect to A, then this will be nothing but minus of velocity of A with respect to B, and that will be minus 3I. I hope you understood this small problem. We will go ahead from this problem to more conceptual problems in our next video. So please keep watching these videos and you can get a lot of concept building in this chapter. Thank you very much.